Eden had an appreciative audience at Harringay to hear him talk about the British Empire, that subject very close to the heart of every patriot. His words struck a note of frankness and sincerity which appealed strongly to the huge concourse of people facing him in the vast arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, I like to think that this great concourse is a testimony to the depth of our feeling towards the empire. It's also a rebuke to those who say that the day of the British Empire and Commonwealth is over. And here may I say, before I go any further, that I shall use the words, the British Empire and British Commonwealth several times before I finish. And I make no apology for doing that at all. Now, sir, we are told that to some, the word empire savors of ownership and domination. But as times change, so often does the meaning of words. There have been many empires in history. Some of them have merely served the material prosperity of a particular country. But there has never been one that has evolved as the British Empire has done, until it is today an association of free and independent nations in a true partnership. Its members are in no way subordinate one to another, nor are they bound by a written constitution. There are no parchment bonds. Our strength derives from a tradition of freedom and a loyal comradeship. We have, in fact, given a new meaning to the term empire. On the other hand, if there are any among you who still feel that the words British Empire are out of fashion, then by all means translate it as I go along into Commonwealth or any other term you like, because as Mr. Churchill once said, on this very point, we have labels to suit all tastes. I know that there are some who feel the British association with Western Europe is likely to weaken the unity of the Commonwealth. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm convinced that there's no foundation whatever for any such fear. There is, in truth, a broad community of interest between the Empire and Western Europe. Let's examine it. In the first place, the security of this country, of Britain, which is the very heart of the Empire, is intimately bound up with Western Europe. That is a fact of geography, maybe agreeable or disagreeable, but there is no escape from it. It's obviously to the advantage of the Commonwealth as a whole to ensure that Western Europe is in security and at peace. Today it's upon the European continent that the peace and future of the world will be decided. Empire unity and European unity must therefore both grow and flourish. The responsibility of leadership is ours. Let us build a firm association between Europe and the Empire. Let us link that association with the might and power of the great American Republic. That is our policy. That is the plan. When we have achieved it, we shall hear no more foolish talk that to be a good European is to be a bad king's man. and a lukewarm servant in his commonwealth. Amid all the conflicts of the world scene as a whole, there is an essential, simple fact of which we must never lose sight. The British Empire and the United States need each other and must live and work together. And if the British Commonwealth and the United States were to fall apart, how could either of us alone solve any of the world problems? How could the defense of Europe be ensured? Unless Britain and America stand together, how can we preserve the stability of the Middle East or promote the welfare of its people? What guarantee could the free nations have of any security for their future? How could we raise the standard of life anywhere in the free world? And unless we can do this, how can we effectively combat communism?
Mr. Eden's hearers were as unanimously with him on this subject as they had been on the theme of empire.